So let's just say that you want to get started with this whole investing thing. You also might have some cash saved up which you want to use to some good use, but it's not enough to actually put it as a house deposit. Well, I've been there myself and I know exactly how you feel. To make your life easy, I've gone ahead and created this step-by-step tutorial on how to start investing in the stock market. Good day guys, it's Slack here, and in this video I'll be going over the stock market for a complete beginner. This is a perfect tutorial for someone who's got no idea about stock market and don't know how to invest their hard-earned money. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to start investing in the stock market and what to invest in. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're interested in learning more about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and investing. And finally, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. So let's get straight into it. So even before we start learning about investing in the stock market, you might be curious to know what actually is a stock. So to keep it in simple words for you, when you buy a share, you're basically going ahead and buying a part of the company you're investing in. So let's just assume you're buying 2 shares of companies such as Tesla. So what that means is out of the 1 million shares of Tesla which are currently available in the market, you're buying 2 of those. Let's just put this in perspective. As you can see, 1 share of Tesla right now is $717 US. So if you were to buy 2 shares, that would basically mean your investment would be $1,434. As you can see on the charts over here, Tesla's share goes up and down depending on supply and demand of that share in that exact moment. So to sum it up, buying a stock is basically buying a piece in that company. So now that you know what a share is, you might be wondering, Lack, why should I even be investing in the stock market? So there's a couple of reasons why you should be investing in the stock market as of today. Firstly, stock market has been one of the best tools to grow your money in the human history. On average, S&P 500 stocks have had a growth of 10.32% every single year in last 100 years. Secondly, the whole ideology of saving money is actually for losers. So whenever you put your money in a savings account, the maximum interest you get on that is 1% these days. That's on the higher end. If you were to put that money in that stock market, you would get on an average 10% return every single year. Finally, it has never been easier or cheaper to invest in the stock market. In today's day and age, you can get started into the stock market for as low as $0 commission fee. And you don't even have to be a genius. Literally anyone can do it. And you can let your wealth grow over time. So now you might be wondering, how do you actually invest in the stock market? Investing in the stock market is fairly easy nowadays. All you need is basically a brokerage account through which you go ahead and execute your orders. Sadly, there's no one standard platform across the world. So all the countries in the world have their own individual brokers. I'm based here in Australia. Over here, all the major big 4 banks have their own brokerages which you can choose from. But I like to buy all my US stocks here in Australia through this app called Stake because of their $0 commission fee. Just a quick FYI, I'm not sponsored by Stake at all. If you're based in countries such as US, I would recommend looking into applications such as Robinhood or Webull because of their $0 commission fee as well as a user-friendly interface. So you can go ahead and find the best brokerages in your country on Google. So now that we know how we can actually go ahead and buy stocks, you might be wondering what sort of stocks should we actually be buying? My recommendation to all the beginners would be to actually invest in 2 different kinds of stocks. Firstly, a blue chip stock, or secondly, invest in this thing called index funds or ETFs. So you might be wondering, what actually is a blue chip stock? A blue chip stock is a highly reputable company with great financials over last so many decades. Blue chip stocks are usually well-established companies that have proven history of excellent growth and great dividend yields. Some examples of blue chip stocks include Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, Google, Apple. There are so many of them. You can also learn more about a company through their annual reports such as 10K or 10Q, which anyone can access by typing in the company name on Google. Or secondly, I would recommend you guys to invest into index funds or ETFs. Index funds are quite a great way to getting exposure in the financial market. One of my mentors on YouTube, Graham Stephan, also recommends investing in index funds as a complete beginner. Put into a simple words, an ETF is basically a basket of all the different stocks combined together. When you invest in an S&P 500 ETF, you're basically investing into all 500 of those companies. Investing in ETFs comes with many perks. You get to invest in all the different kinds of sectors and you don't have to deeply research into one company as you have invested in 500 companies in just one transaction. Some of the ETFs which I've personally invested is in VOO, which is a Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, and VAS, which is an ETF based in Australia for the top 300 stocks. Now that you know what to invest in, so now you might be wondering, how will you actually make money through all of this? So there's quite a few ways you can make money on the stock market. Number 1 being buying something for low and selling it for a high, which is the most common strategy and the one I would strongly recommend to all of you guys. Buying low and selling high is a long-term investing strategy which majority of the investors implement, such as the mighty Warren Buffett. So for example, if we bought this exact Tesla stock 5 years ago for let's just say $45, Now the exact same stock is worth $717, meaning you would have made a profit of $670 per share. As you can see, holding on to your stocks for a long term is the easiest way to make money in the stock market. Secondly, you can also make money in the stock market by collecting dividends. Big companies such as Apple offer dividends to its shareholders. Dividend by a company is basically the distribution of its earning to all its shareholders. So let's just say if Apple was to offer $1 million in dividends this year, $1 million would be distributed amongst all of Apple's shareholders. So let's just say if someone owns 1% of Apple shares, such as Tim Cook, that person would get 1% of that $1 million. Collecting dividends is actually quite a great way of earning passive income. You get paid on a quarterly or a monthly basis depending on the company. You can also make money in the stock market using swing trading or day trading, which is not what I would recommend to any of the beginners. If you guys are interested in learning more about the stock market, I would highly recommend you to read this book, The Intelligent Investor, by Benjamin Grant, which is actually Warren Buffett's #1 recommendation. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. It allows me to grow this YouTube channel and get it amongst like-minded people like you and I. And leave a comment down below if you have any questions or any topics you would like me to make my future videos on. And finally, subscribe for more such content on personal finance, entrepreneurship, and investing. Until then, take care and I'll see you in the next one.